Raider Nation, what is going on? Welcome to another edition of the Just Win Baby podcast, brought to you by the Silver and Black Lounge. I'm your host, RaiderBen. Joined in with me tonight are my two brethren, my brother Dyrti from the Natural Born Raiders podcast, and my other brother Nutty Raider Nate from the Loaded Box Entertainment. Man, the Raiders were down 20-3 at halftime, but they fought all the way back to defeat the Houston Texans from a score of 22-20, giving Clint Kubiak his first victory as an NFL head coach. Tonight, we're breaking down everything that happened. Fernando Mendoza finished 8 for 15 for 86 yards and threw an 80-yard pick six. But did that mistake settle the week one quarterback debate in Kirk Cousins' favor? Aiden O'Connell answered with 166 passing yards, including a 96-yard game-winning drive and the quarterback sneak with only 14 seconds remaining. Did Aiden O'Connell prove that the Raiders need to carry three quarterbacks? We'll also discuss Mike Washington Jr.'s continued rise, the Raiders rushing for over 159 yards, the defense shutting down Houston out in the second half, and Devin Lafayette's game-sealing interception. A lot of things the Raiders have to clean up. 9 penalties, 2 missed extra points, shaky pass protection all night, Clint Kubiak calling out the receiver corps, and an injury to Chigubi Anuizum. Before we begin, tonight's show is sponsored by MMO EXP. Save 8% on your Madden 27 coins by using promo code The Lounge and supporting the channel through our referral link in the description. Also, make sure you check out the Silver and Black Lounge on Spotify. Go over to Spotify, look at the Silver and Black Lounge, give us a 5-star review, leave us a rating, and let us know what we need to get better at or what we're doing a good job of currently. We're also at 58 members, just 2 away from unlocking our 3rd jersey giveaway. This is the final week to join in the membership program for 99 cents before that tier expires on August the 31st. Current 99-cent members, make sure you upgrade to the near 199 tier so you don't lose access when the promotional tier goes away September the 1st. Smash the like button, subscribe if you're new, share the stream with Raider Nation, and let us know in the chat. Was this comeback a sign of toughness, or did the ugly first half expose even bigger problems? Tonight, we're breaking down the game, handing out game balls, naming winners and losers, and selecting our trash can player of the night. Let's get into it, Raider Nation. Just win, baby. One nation, one family, one lounge. Let's get it. For the cheapest and safest Madden 27 coins and coins across all video games, check out MMOEXP.com. Use code The Lounge for 8% off. Thank you, MMOEXP, for sponsoring today's stream.
They didn't have to say much. This is the Raiders, you know. This is one of the most historic, franchises in the NFL with a great history that I want to be a part of. I want to be a part of furthering that history. When you say commitment to excellence, okay, and you look at the walls around here, you look at the players on this wall, and there's a history. There's a history of Hall of Fame players here. There's a history of Super Bowls, and that's.
And with all this situation and all this shit I went through, the biggest thing that I took from it is I don't give a what everybody has to say. Truly, I really don't give a.
Play clock down to 1. Williams batted up in the air, and it is picked. Crosby. He has been a beast.
We do believe that this is a game psychologically of intimidation and of fear. I don't mean cowardly fear, but fear.
Well, the Chargers and all those teams. To be honest, I don't like any of them. I hate all teams.
The other team's quarterback must go down, and he must go down hard.
Well, the Chargers.
What I call the vertical game. We were going to stretch the field vertically. When we came out of the huddle, we weren't looking for first downs. We didn't want to move the chains. We wanted touchdowns. We wanted the big play, the quick strike. It's number one to say you want to do that. It's number two to say that you have the players to do it, but it's number three to do it. Hard. Try not to make mistakes, but don't worry about mistakes because there's only one thing that counts. Just win.
Your commitment to excellence and your will to win will endure forever. You will not get it.
Yo, what is going on, Raider Nation? What is going on, YouTube? My brother Dyrti in the building, RaiderBen in the building. How you doing tonight, Dyrti? What's good with you, bro? Good to see your camera back on, goddammit.
Yeah. I brought it back on last night.
Okay. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I was passed out shit drunk after that game last night.
All good, brother. All good.
Outside of that, how you been, gang?
I can't complain. Another day, not enough dollars. You know how life is.
Yeah, type shit.
Yeah.
Shout out to Dyrti, man. Shout out to everybody who's coming through the stream. We're gonna cover tonight's or last night's game. We'll pretty much just go through position groups. If you guys are a member of the lounge, I just came out with a podcast. They're like brochures. I don't know if that's the right word, but it's pretty much a cheat sheet for all the members. You guys are going to know what we're going to be talking about and topics that will be covered on the show. I did post that up for members only earlier. So if you're a member of the channel, I'm sure you guys already seen our cheat sheet for the podcast. But let's just get into it with the chat. As always, man, I appreciate every single one of you guys, whether you're on my channel, you're on Dyrti's channel, or you're on Nutty Raider Nate's channel, bro. We appreciate all your guys' time. A million other things you guys could be doing, bro. So appreciate y'all. Bruce Willis, nice to see you, Bruce Willis. James Furple on Twitch. What up with you, Anthony Provencio, my father, NorCal Raider Jesse in the building. Saludos. I appreciate you, Anthony Provencio. I built that damn fucking intro myself. That intro took like 2 days to make, bro, but I like it. Now I kind of have a template, and now I can just kind of edit the intro whenever I want, bro. But appreciate you. As always, Stillmatic in the building. Thanks, Stillmatic, for coming by. And that's pretty much everybody that's in here right now. If you guys do me a favor, just hit the like button if you enjoy the content, subscribe. So just overall thoughts of the game, Dyrti, before we break the game into details and shit.
Impressed by some,
What up,
not
Billy Wayne?
impressed by others. Impressed by some, not impressed by others.
You still think Aiden O'Connell should get traded?
No.
Because didn't you say last week you were pretty much done with Aiden?
I said it yesterday on your stream, like this motherfucker needs to be up out of here, right? Because he started off terrible yesterday, bro.
You did.
Let's just be honest. He started
No, he
off
did.
terrible yesterday. But he bounced back. He won the game. I immediately thought, okay, yeah, he's second string. Mendoza, third string. Because
What up, Bueno?
you know, in the NFL now, you got that rule. You can carry 3 quarterbacks and one don't count.
Yeah.
Your spot. So, yeah, God forbid that if Kirk Cousins was to go down week 1, like, bro, you're not gonna throw Mendoza in there, bro. You're not. He's not ready, bro. But like I said, as we start to break down the game, we'll definitely get into it because that shit was awful. What he played yesterday was awful, bro. That shit was trash.
I'm gonna assume our trash can player of the night segment's probably gonna be entertaining.
Oh, it is.
Hey, bro, when that motherfucking dump truck start backing up, bro, and you start hearing this shit, it's probably not gonna be good for somebody, gang.
I'm just saying, when you throw pick 6 to motherfuckers who ain't never had an interception in their life on any level.
What up, Jeff? Nah, I feel you, man. So let's get into it. Just get my quick take on the game. My overall consensus was the Raiders ran the fuck out of the ball. That was great to see. Every single fucking running back performed, rather it was Mike Washington, rather it was Laube when Laube came in. Even the other dude, I don't even know his name. What's his name? Dair Ogunbowale. He's like the fifth running, bro. He was fucking balling, bro. Every running back was out there doing their thing. Roman Hemby looked good. So I just want to start out by giving a huge credit to that offensive line, bro. And, those running backs are still looking good. So that was just my overall thoughts of it. And then obviously, Aiden O'Connell just being resilient. That's who Aiden O'Connell is, bro. Like, it might not look pretty, you feel me? And sometimes it looks really bad. That's the reason why a lot of people don't like Aiden, because sometimes it looks really bad. But one thing that we can honestly say about Aiden O'Connell, regardless of anything else, bro, is he 9 times out of 10, bro, he finds a way to win the game. You feel me? Or at least gives us a great opportunity to have a chance to win the game late in the game, and he did that. So, all right, guys, so we are going to start off with our quarterbacks, the story of the game with the quarterback. Let's go ahead and zoom in on the graphic. Like I said, if you're a member of the Silver and Black Lounge, you already have this cheat sheet. So if you guys want to follow along with us on the cheat sheet that was provided by members only, once again, join the memberships program, the Silver and Black Lounge. It's your last week to do it for 99 cents before that promo expires. All right, guys. So total yards, 400 total yards. There was 159 yards rushing. Raiders were 3 for 3 in the red zone. That was very impressive to see. We're getting better in the red zone. Love to see that. 3 sacks with 2 turnovers. We had 22 first downs to the Texans, 13 first downs. So just this quick snapshot, Dyrti, what's your thoughts? 400 total yards, 160 yards rushing, 3 for 3 in the red zone, 3 sacks with 2 turnovers, and 22 to 13 for the turnover or for the first down ratio between the two teams.
We had 22 first downs.
Yeah, 22 first downs.
Yeah. I don't know if we had that all last year. The whole season. I don't know if we had that.
What up, Alfredo? What up, Charm City? That all last season, goddammit.
I don't know if we earned 22 first downs all last season. At a quick glance, you would say, if you didn't watch the game, you would say, "Oh shit,
what up, Alec?
Really good football team, right?" But if you watch the game, you be like, "Oh shit, that's what we did," because it didn't look like that. Like a lot of people turned the game off at halftime.
Yeah, it was 20-3.
Now they like, what game was that? Because it's not the game I watched. But again, quick glance. Damn if you do, damn if you don't. 400 yards, cool. 159 yards passing. No, was it 159 yards rushing, right?
Yeah.
Over 200 plus passing. And most of all of that came from Aiden O'Connell. So
yeah, 93-yard drive.
Yeah. Because he threw for over 100 yards. He threw for like 160 something.
Yeah, something like that. Aiden O'Connell, 15 for 22, 166 yards and the touchdown. 96-yard touchdown drive.
All right, so, like, and Fernando, like, come on, bro. Come on, bro. You threw a pick 6. And then you all smiles and laughs and giggles afterwards, bro. I'm good, bro. I'm good. Sit his ass on the bench. I'm straight right now, bro. I'm so straight, bro. He is not a, bro, he don't even have the, right now, he don't even have the mental, he don't even have the mentality of a starting quarterback in the NFL. He don't even have the mentality of a starting quarterback. I'm just saying. He might have all the capabilities of one day being one, but right now, he ain't it. He ain't got it, bro. One of the things I don't like is that he talks way too much in interviews, bro. He gets to describing plays and the way they design. Hey, bro, shut the fuck up. Why are you telling everybody everything, man? Shut the fuck up.
And motherfucking speech classes done biting him in the ass and shit, damn it.
God, you took speech classes, now you can't stop speaking. Like,
now you're snitching on yourself.
Shut the fuck up. Just come on. But hey, I digress.
We'll get the Nutty one
as we get to the shit can player of the day, bro.
No, so to just look at the quarterbacks, right? It in all honesty, the game as a whole was a tale of two halves, if we're being honest. I mean, what was it? What was the score? It was like 20-3 at halftime. The Raiders score they go 19-0 in the second half. I think it was 4 field goals and 1 touchdown in the second half. And like I said, just to tell of two halves, Fernando Mendoza obviously started rough. The craziest thing about that pick 6 he threw, as it says right here, Third pass became an 80-yard pick six. He was hit 5 times and sacked once behind the backups. Kubiak did say that he liked his critical down placement, but he needs more reps. They had a 42.6 quarterback rating. That same interception he threw in that game, Dyrti, that's the same interception he threw in practice, in the joint practice, bro. The same exact fucking pick, bro, on the same exact fucking play, bro.
So he didn't learn shit.
Yeah, I don't know if it's that or if he was just trying it again in an actual game setting and see if it worked. I did go back and look at the clip. I don't know how much I want to put on it on the interception on Fernando because Mike Washington just did not stop running. Well, he stopped, but then if you go back and look at it, he started to kind of drift away. Like he was following the eyes of the quarterback, like trying to make himself open. Fernando just threw it to a spot and he had already moved. That's at least
we are not going to put this on anybody but Fernando. Trash ass throw. That throw was awful, bro. It was behind. Look, Jack Washington was right in front of him. All you had to do was throw the ball straight. He threw it behind him.
But he did have pressure in his face. It was a tough throw.
Man, no, I'm not making no excuses, bro. I watched that play 5-6 times, brother. That is all on him. He did not leave the receiver. He threw it behind the running back coming out the backfield. You know what I mean? Had he thrown it in front of Washington, Washington would have caught it because there was nobody there. He threw it behind him.
It was bad. It was bad. Damn.
All right, Nutty Raider Nate.
No, it wasn't no miscommunication either, J-Dog. That was a trash-ass throw.
What's your overall thoughts before? Obviously, we're in the quarterback's room right now, Nate, but this was the stats on the cheat sheet. 400 total yards, 159 yards on the ground, 3 for 3 on the red zone, 3 sacks, and 2 takeaways. We had 22 first downs to the Houston Texans 13. Just know your thoughts on that and just your overall quick consensus thoughts on the game as we're going to break it down individually.
Those stats are
deceiving.
Yeah, for sure. It seemed like
explain a little bit, elaborate a little bit.
It seems like we had a tougher game.
No, the first half was ugly. That's why I said it was a tale of 2 halves, bro. Most of this shit we did in the second half, bro.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. For our ones and two, or not our ones, but for our 2s and 3s, pretty much, it was bad. Our 4s, I pretty much we won the game. Fucking Aiden O'Connell. I mean, we all know he's not really a third stringer. I mean, I do. I mean, people I guess don't know. You're right. People don't really know. I think Aiden O'Connell, bro, he was the difference between us losing that game yesterday. It was only a preseason game, but
he just finds a way to get it done, Nate. That's one thing about Aiden, bro.
Yep. Yeah, I'm not worried about Fernando. We got Aiden O'Connell. Fernando's ready. Yeah.
I'm with you, bro. We got Kirk Cousins and Aiden. The one thing, the biggest thing I like about Aiden, outside the fact that he's a Raider, and I support Raider picks. I don't give a fuck I'm not gonna say that. I try to support Raider picks as much as I can, unless your name is like fucking Zamir White or fucking Tyree Wilson, or where it's just clearly fucking obvious that you're fucking terrible, right? And I'm not gonna root for somebody that's fucking terrible, right? But outside that, I'm gonna root for you if you're drafted by the Raiders. So that's Aiden O'Connell, one of the few quarterbacks in the last 20 years that we've drafted. You know, add him to Derek Carr, Connor Cook, that's really it. We haven't really drafted any fucking quarterbacks, bro. So the point I'm trying to make is one of the main things I like about him is he's a scrappy son of a bitch, dude. He's a scrappy. He'll fucking fight. He'll fight fucking tooth and nail for you, bro. Aiden O'Connell ain't gonna quit. That's just the kind of player he is, bro. And sometimes, like I said earlier, Nate, you know, you go back and look at the Chiefs game where he didn't complete a pass for a whole half or 3/4 or whatever. Or, you know, you look at some of these other games where people are like, well, Aiden O'Connell only won because of this or that. At the end of the day, bro, he just finds a way to get it done. And at the end of the day, even not Kirk Cousins, but Clint Kubiak said it in his presser. All that matters is winning. I'm trying to beat this into your guys' head as much as I can, bro. All that matters is winning. We got to stop fucking trying to critique wins. If we lose, we can sit here and critique it till the cows come home, bro. You feel me, bro? And winning, bro, we just need to live in the moment and just enjoy a win, bro. You feel me? Because now we're adding unnecessary stress on us over something we shouldn't do because we won the game. What up, we the people? Anyways, I digress.
Yeah, and overall, I think Q from Locked On Raiders said it best. For me, in basketball terms, you want to see the basket, or you want to see the ball go in the basket.
Yep.
And our rookies and our young players need to see that as a team. So I'm never mad at a win. Hell no, preseason or not.
Preseason or not, type shit.
They're keeping score. There's refs out there.
Like I said, bro, I don't give a fuck if it's backyard football, dude. If there's a Raiders shield on, I'm rooting for that shit. I don't give a fuck if they're playing in the street. I don't give a fuck if it's 20 crackheads against 20 other crackheads and they all got Raider helmets on. I'm watching that shit, gang. You feel me? Like, I'm watching that shit. I need that Raiders fix in my vein. I'm not gonna lie to you, gang. All right, so quarterbacks. Dyrti. Well, Dyrti's still gonna. Dyrti, you didn't give your final take on the quarterback shit. We just barely got to the quarterbacks, even though I know Dyrti's been. He's not really fucking with the quarterbacks right now, but we'll get him next. We'll start with you, Nate, since you just hopped in here. Quarterback story: Fernando Mendoza, 8 for 15, 86 yards and interception. Finished the game with a 42.6 quarterback rating. Third pass from in the game was an 80-yard pick six. He was hit 5 times and sacked once behind the backups. Kubiak liked his ball placement. Said that he just needs more reps, which is what he said all offseason so far about Fernando. And then Aiden O'Connell, 15 for 24, 166 yards. The game-winning score all the way down to the 1-yard line, and then the tush push for the win. What was your overall thoughts on the quarterback room?
It was just, it wasn't. It was only Fernando and Aiden O'Connell.
It just Fernando and Aiden. Yeah, Fernando played the whole first half, then Aiden played the whole second half.
Yeah.
Tell it 2 halves though, right? Look at the first half with Fernando. Look at the second half with Aiden. I'm just saying.
No, yeah, it's definitely the overall talent, definitely.
What's your thoughts on Fernando's play? How you felt Fernando played last night?
Terrible.
Rookie jitters.
Terrible.
Play like shit, okay?
Terrible. All bad. I think it's just bad too, because overall he's going to be connected to what's his name over there in St. Louis, and we all knew that Ty Simpson, there was a chance that he was going to have a better start to his career, considering that he was starting with a better team. If he got put in that situation and Stafford got knocked out or whatever, that he might be set up a little bit better than what we could offer Fernando or any of these other rookie quarterbacks. So I knew this was the process. It was just going to take some time. He's straight, bro. He's got good placement on the ball. He's accurate. He fights back, but yeah, you want him to learn from that pick six he threw in practice and not throw it in the preseason game. But hopefully it doesn't happen again. Because if it does, then I'll have a little bit more concern. Like, okay, he's just staring down these running backs and they're jumping his routes now. So if it happens again, I'm gonna start investigating for.
You're gonna start crashing out.
Something's gonna happen.
He said if Fernando Mendoza throws one more fucking picks, crash out season.
Yeah.
Shout to Daniel Martinez. Bueno, I'm trying to bite my tongue on Malik Benson so bad, dude. He is definitely just a little teaser. He's definitely going to be part of this.
Oh yeah.
Add his sorry ass in there. Anyway, bro, he's fucking terrible, bro. I'm gonna just shut up for now, bro. I'm gonna say that for later.
Nate, you say, fool me once, but look,
yeah,
fool me once, shame on you, right? Fool me twice, shame on me, right? Fool me 3 times, fuck the peace sign, load the chopper, and let it rain on you. And that's what I'm gonna do on this show. This nigga's fooled me twice. He's fooled me twice.
I about had it, goddamn it, with this shit. You
About
lying
had it.
bastard.
So I'm about to J. Cole this nigga. I'm about to load
Oh yeah.
I'm about to J. Cole this nigga. I'm about to load this motherfucking AK tonight and just I'm blowing holes in any and everything y'all say about Mendoza because I told you from the get-go this is what you was gonna get. I told you. But no, Dyrti don't know what he talking about.
Nope.
Dyrti just be flapping his gums, chatting his box.
Sure does.
Okay. Okay. I'm reloaded.
You know, we hear that shit a lot over here, bro. Motherfuckers just think we talking out our ass gig, and then the Raiders do something that we've been talking about for fucking months, dude. Like, so, you know, we don't got to come on here and be Mr. I told you so. But one thing that we do pride ourselves on in the lounge, you feel me, in the Natural Born Raiders podcast in the box with Nutty Raider Nate, we just pride ourselves on being knowledgeable, bro, and knowing ball. Like, you don't have to know it all, bro. You don't have to know if you just know ball, bro. I feel like you can foresee a lot of this shit coming. That's the reason why, like, a lot of us call shit because you can kind of foresee it. I've said this plenty of times before, Chad. I've said the Raiders literally present shit to you on a silver and black platter, and because you guys have silver and black glasses on, some of you guys refuse to see that, but I present it to you. We all present it to you. So, all right, guys, shout out to the 30 people that are in the chat, regardless of what channel you're on. Make sure you guys hit that like button, man. Show YouTube what good content is. YouTube don't know what good content is, bro. I'm gonna keep it a bean there with y'all, man. Y'all should see my recommendations of shit that I get, bro. Hit the like button. Show them what good Raiders content is. Show them the lounge. Show them the loaded box. Show them the Natural Born Raider podcast. Check us out on Spotify. The Silver and Black Lounge on Spotify, man. You feel me? Next topic.
Hold on, real quick. Hold on.
What's that?
Before we get to the next topic.
What up, Xavier Foster?
That's the comment I want to address real quick.
Go ahead.
Everybody's saying, oh, he got to go against the ones of Houston. Technically, he didn't. It was the twos of Houston. A few ones thrown in there, right?
Yeah.
But here's the thing. He wasn't given an even match, right? He's up there with second stringers going up against first stringers. That's what you're telling me? No, that's not what happened, bro. It was second string versus second string. You know what I mean? Houston's depth at second string is just as good as their first string. You know, they played a few ones, not all their ones, but a few, right? And the fact of the matter is, I mean, regardless of whatever excuse you come up with for the kids, the obvious fact of the matter is, while he may be a great quarterback someday in the future, that future ain't today.
No, and I think a lot of people would agree with you though, Dyrti. I don't think there's going to be many people that are going to come out and tell you like, hey, bruh, Fernando Mendoza is like the clear-cut starter right now. I think the majority of us all understand that Fernando Mendoza is a developmental quarterback. You know, that's the reason why a lot of Raider fans have issues with taking him number one overall. That was one of my issues, taking him number one overall. But if there's one thing I can't question that I've seen from him, is I can't question his intelligence. I can't question his will to win, his toughness. That playoff run, bro, is, you know, I knew the Raiders were going to take a quarterback, bro. I knew it no matter what. We were going to take a quarterback, dog. But the playoff run is what sold me, bro. That run against Miami, I'm like, okay, cool. He might be developmental now in terms of what he needs to get better at, you know, accuracy, footwork, you know, insert this here, right, what NFL quarterbacks do. He might need work at that. But there's two things that he's got that you cannot teach, bro. He's got the brain, and he's got the fucking the want to get better, bro. Like the will to win. He's got that. He prides himself in getting better every single day. Those are things I love about him. You know, we have to see if he gets better, right? Because I mean, what's it matter if you're smart and you got the intangibles if you suck, right? But it's too early. It's too early to say. You feel me? Especially in a preseason game. But that's what we are as fans, bro. We have the right to come out and be like, man, we don't think he's going to be very good. But at the end of the day, I think he's got a great offensive mind that's going to teach him how to play the quarterback position, a great quarterback coach with Janoko. The things that he needs to get better at, I honestly feel like he's going to get better at. It's just, how long is it going to take? Is it going to be, this year? Is it going to be, next season? When is it going to be? But I think he's going to be good. I just, at the same time, I kind of question, like, I don't know if he's ever going to live up to being number one overall, because that comes with a lot of weight with it, bro. So shout to my wife, man. Love you, baby.
There's only one way. There's only two ways of doing that, right? You got to be a playoff. You got to be a playoff caliber quarterback. At least get to the playoffs, right? Everybody always talks about Allen every year, how he's this great quarterback, but he's never made it to the dance. So always had the team to get there. He's never made it to the dance. Always seems to disappear in that big game, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, you can live up to being. Not saying that he's a number one overall pick, but I'm just saying, like, you could live like that's them hard shoes to fill, bro. Them hard shoes to fill at the number one quarterback overall. I mean, there's some shoes you don't really need to fill. You kind of want to avoid, but I mean, you talking about players like Cam Newton. You know what I mean? Them big shoes to fill. Them big shoes to fill. I don't care how anybody feel about Cam now. When Cam was on the field, it wasn't a person in this world that could tell me he was trash when he was with the Carolina Panthers. Not a single person. So, I mean, that's just one, number one overall pick quarterback that, shoes you would have to fill. Like, sometimes, you just want that quarterback to make their own line. People say, oh, well, Tom Brady says he didn't play his first year. Yeah, well, Tom Brady was the second to last fucking pick in the draft. Surprise!
Tom Brady was a 5th round pick. He's a second to last round. Yeah, second to last round. Yeah, for sure.
Hey, he was not a number one overall, was he?
Nah, definitely not.
Exactly. Was he in the second round?
Nope.
Third?
Nope.
Fourth?
Nope.
6th round.
How many fifth round quarterbacks playing their first year? How many fifth round quarterbacks playing?
Not many, unless your name is Brock Purdy. That's why Brock Purdy is truly impressive. I hate to credit the Niners, but I do credit impressive shit. Bro. I can't believe they found that dude with the last overall.
Let's look at how Brock Purdy got on the field. Let's take a look at that. How many quarterbacks got hurt before he got a chance to play?
I don't know, bro. To be honest with you, I think they had
3.
I thought they had Jimmy G in front of him.
Yeah, they had Jimmy G. And somebody else, bro. Like,
I agree with you, not a bot. I think he's going to be great.
He will. He will. Well, look, all I'm asking is for people to pump their brakes and quit demanding that he starts week 1. That's all I'm saying. If you think that this kid is ready to start week 1, I question what you're watching in football. Because it's clear as day, he is not ready to be a week 1 starter in the NFL for a team that don't look that great.
And I agree with this comment from Alfredo. Like, we can't really compare Brady to shit because he's like the one true anomaly over the last 40 years of football, to where he overcame so much shit that you really can't. And he's the most winningest. Like, it's hard to compare anybody to Brady.
I get that. You know who's a late round pick that's doing pretty good with their career right now, even though I don't like him and everybody else do? Dak Prescott.
I don't fucking like Dak Prescott neither. I think he fucking sucks, dude. I think he's just a fucking light-skinned Derek Carr.
I think Derek Carr's better than him, but
think so? I think he's a little bit better than Derek.
I think if you put
Derek not Carr, by much, but maybe a cunt hair, like a 2000s cunt hair, not a 1980s porn star cunt hair.
Yeah, I feel you.
It's a short one.
I feel like if you put DC on those Cowboy teams, I think those Cowboy teams are better teams. They go a little bit further. And I'm just being honest.
Yeah, about that. I mean, possibly, because Derek Carr never had that kind of talent around him, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
Dak Prescott's had an elite defense. He's had an elite running game. He's had fucking 2 of the best receivers on his team. Like, Derek Carr always had to get it up out the mud. That was the one, argument for Carr fans. Well, look what he had to deal with. But as Raider
I
fans,
think
we
if
don't
you
know it,
said,
but that's we can't as fans. We couldn't control that, bro. The Raiders put a shit team around it, dog. But
yeah, I'm not saying that we had any control over that. I'm just saying that's how I think about Dak Prescott, bro. I feel like if you'd have swapped him with DC, I think DC would have taken the Dallas Cowboys a little bit further than Dak Prescott, simply because he has that Tony Romo syndrome. He disappears in the playoffs. So, like, that's just my whole thing. Like, I'm sick of quarterbacks being these stars and then they just disappear in the playoffs, bro. How? I'd rather have an average quarterback that shows up in the playoffs than be a superstar all year long.
No,
and shit the bed.
Facts. All right. So before we move on to the quarterback situation, I got a couple of questions. I want you guys in the chat to partake in it too. Let's start with the panel. Let me ask Nate first. Does Aiden O'Connell force the Raiders to keep 3 quarterbacks? Let me know in the chat. Let me know how you feel, chat.
I've been saying, we just talked about this the other night, and fucking everybody kind of sweep that idea under the rug, mate. I was like, nah, bro. AOC's the truth.
What up,
sure
truth?
Enough, bro. I think he gives you that option. He gives you options. I think to keep Aiden O'Connell would be the smart thing to do.
You gotta turn your mic up a little bit, mate.
We'll see what they do at the end of the day, but it gives us options, because if we can't rely on Cousins to stay healthy all season, we're gonna be okay. And we don't got to put Fernando in any bad spots this year. We could buy Fernando time. We can makes us flexible with what we can do next year as well. Because Kirk Cousins can pretty much walk, and we don't got to pay him all that money. And so to me, keeping Aiden O'Connell is the move, but we'll see.
All right, Dyrti. Does Aiden O'Connell's performance last night force the Raiders to keep 3 quarterbacks on their roster?
So I addressed this in my show last night, the post-game show.
And make sure you guys didn't check out Dyrti's post-game show. Y'all gotta watch that shit, man. Natural Born Raiders podcast.
It's a quick show. It's a 1-hour show. Trying to keep my time limits down. Catch it on Spotify.
Catch it on Spotify, man. Leave a 5-star review.
Spotify.
What up, Ruben?
Last night, and my statement last night was, after the performance in the second half of Aiden O'Connell is number 2 quarterback on this depth chart. And it makes sense. It makes a lot of sense, because you can carry 3. You know what I mean? And that third one does not count against your roster for the week. So you can still carry a full roster plus an extra quarterback.
I'm still here. I'm just changing my course.
Yeah, you all good. And to me, that makes sense, right? Because when you look at Fernando has all the makings of a quarterback that can really, really be something superb, efficient, and great. You know what I mean? Once they get all of the characteristics of what a starting quarterback in the NFL should be. Right now, they're still trying to develop that. So yeah, like, I really do feel like the way that we do have to keep in consideration that Aiden O'Connell went up against 3s and 4s, right? We have to keep in mind that he went up against 3s and 4s. But we have seen Aiden O'Connell play against 1s in his career. We've seen him start games. We've seen him navigate the field. We've seen him do certain things. So the fact that he went out there and he took advantage of the opportunity placed in front of him, had he struggled against the 3s and 4s like they did with Arizona, he probably would have got cut this morning. But the fact that he went out there, he bounced back, he showed the ability to really be able to navigate the ball down the field, be it through the pass, through the air, pre-snap checks, audibles, things of that nature. He showed he was able to do all of that. That is still something that I feel like when I watch Mendoza, I'm watching him not fully process everything.
What up, Raider Paul? What up, Raider Ray?
I felt like there was like 2 or 3 plays that he probably should have audibled out of last night that he didn't. But I don't know what the play call, what the orders were. I'm not in the helmet. You know what I mean? I'm just looking at the game where I'm like, there were a couple of plays where I felt like he probably should have audibled out of those plays just because the way that the box was stacked. But he still decided to go ahead and run with those plays. So to answer the original question, yes, I feel like Aiden O'Connell did enough to force the Raiders to carry 3 quarterbacks.
Hell yeah. Hell yes. All right, chat. So I propose this same question to you guys. We're going to throw it over to you guys here for a few minutes. Let us know in the chat. Did Aiden O'Connell do enough last night? Or has he done enough so far with the Raiders to force the Raiders to have to keep 3 quarterbacks? And the reason why we ask this question is it's because not too many teams around the NFL keep 3 quarterbacks. But we all know if we can't put either one of these guys in the practice squad because they're going to get snatched up. Obviously, Fernando's not going to the practice squad. Aiden O'Connell goes to the practice squad. He's probably going to get snatched up as well. So, like I said, I propose this question. You guys, did he do enough to stay on the roster? Xavier Foster says, I see AOC being quarterback 2 next year. We shouldn't get rid of him because it saves us a lot of money and draft capital. I mean, I would agree with that statement. I do believe that the Raiders are probably going to offer him a contract. Now, if he takes the contract, that's going to be a conversation to be had once we get to that bridge to be crossed. But I think as of right now, I think he enjoys being a Raider, and I don't really think that teams are going to come banging the Aiden O'Connell door down for a lot of money to make them their starter. So, not a bot says he would trade him after that showing, and then he'd pick up Sorsby in the mid rounds of next year's draft. Would you guys trade Aiden O'Connell? And if you would trade Aiden O'Connell, what compensation do you guys think that the Raiders would have to get to trade him? So Dyrti said no. Nutty Rare Nate, would you trade Aiden O'Connell?
Of course. Well, for the right price,
What would be the compensation you would take if you were going to trade him?
I had been saying people were Severe came on the show, and he was thinking like a 5th rounder, and that seemed kind of reasonable at the time. But I was thinking if we could up his price in this preseason. These preseason games, his value will go up. And I'm thinking like a 3rd.
Yeah, a 5th rounder, dude. Fuck that, bro. I'd keep him for a 5th rounder.
Yeah.
And it's funny you said that because Alec M just said right now, we trade a 5th round for Kenny Pickett, dude. If we get a fucking 5th round for Aiden O'Connell, who was drafted later than him, that in my opinion has done more than him and has been more of a successful quarterback in terms of, you look at their win-loss ratio, Aiden O'Connell's got more wins. So we got we got to give up a 5th for Pickett. I'm sure we could, like you said, at least a 3rd.
Yeah. So for a 3rd, I think I'd consider it.
Well, first off, we know there's no way in this God green earth you would ever send your number 1 quarterback to the practice squad. That's not happening.
That's why I had to sit there and that's why I had to think about it. I'm like, oh yeah, he's a number 1 pick, for sure.
That's not happening, right? But no, you don't trade it. You don't trade it because you see that your number 1 is not ready, bro, and he would immediately be your backup. So
you could stash him on the IR.
You can't stash a healthy player on IR, man.
They can find, bro. Trust me, they'll fucking find a way to come up with
when you can carry all the time. When you can carry a 3rd quarterback that does not count against your roster, you are perfectly fine keeping 3 quarterbacks. That emergency quarterback can always be there. Fernando can be the emergency quarterback, and that just be that. You know what I mean? Like as it stands right now, man, I'm looking at the season as Kirk Cousins going to play the whole season. He's going to be healthy 100%. If he do happen to get hurt, it'll be towards the end of the season with like maybe 2-3 games left. I pray that's not the case because I feel like we might be something of a good matchup. You know what I mean? Towards some teams, like we might not be in the playoffs, but we might be able to destroy some hopes and dreams of getting to the playoffs for other teams, right? So,
what did John Gruden say? I'm not in the dreams. I'm in the nightmares. I'm trying to end your goddamn dream. I fucking love that. When I heard John Gruden say that, I'm like, yeah, bro, that's my motherfucking coach right there, gang. That sentiment still to me holds true, boy. I don't give a fuck about trying to create my dream. I want my team to end your team's fucking dream. Fuck your dream. Your dream's a nightmare. You better wake the fuck up. You better wake the fuck up when you touch the field against that silver and black.
Did Gino have a good game or a good drive?
Gino played good, but he was playing against backups. Who cares?
He had a good drive.
Let's just continue with the chat, man. Let's make sure everybody gets their opinions heard. We're talking about Mendoza or about Aiden O'Connell. If the Raiders should keep Aiden O'Connell and keep 3 quarterbacks. Truth said just keep Aiden. We don't have to use any other picks on another quarterback. I agree, bro. We have somewhat of a solid quarterback as a backup already. We don't need to go out there and try to draft a quarterback or nothing. Nah, I'm with that. Alec M said he would take a 4th round pick for Farva. That would be like the floor. I'm not taking anything less than a 4th round pick for Aiden, bro. Aiden should be able to bring back for cheap. Yeah, I agree. I think he'll definitely come back to the team because like I said, I don't think there's going to be any teams that are going to look to bang down the Aiden O'Connell door in free agency to be a starter. So he's going to have to take, mid quarterback money. And I think the Raiders would be willing to offer him that to stay the backup, especially now he'll have some familiarity. I still can't say that fucking word. With Kubiak, his 2nd year in the system. And I think he'll want to be a part of that. You know what I mean? Xavier Foster said the Raiders will keep 3 quarterbacks. Elias, what up with you, brother? Not a bot said he don't want to trade Aiden, but he's just talking about he definitely improved his trade value. No, for sure he improved.
Oh, he definitely improved his trade value.
Oh, for sure.
But I'm not interested in moving off of a quarterback when I need 2 quarterbacks right now. My number 1 overall pick is not ready, and I'm not gonna throw him to the wolves for him to destroy his confidence and maybe never ever live up to the hype of being a number 1. At least when he sits and he learns, if he doesn't pan out next year, then there's a problem. It's not the coaching, it's him, right?
Yeah, thanks.
So
I mean, if you look at Aiden O'Connell though, Dyrti, I mean, he's going down that Derek Carr path. I think he's already had like 6 different play callers, bro, since he's come into the league. So he can't even get familiarized with an offense before, he's learning a new one. And I think that's what a lot of people like tend to forget. Like people think anybody can play quarterback in the NFL. Dude, there's only 32 of them jobs in the world, bro. And imagine, let's just talk hypotheticals, right? Let's just say for whatever job you have, right? Whatever job you have, there's multiple things they want you to be good at, right? Well, this guy that comes in and teaches you something, you're like, okay, cool, I got it. You feel me? You're rocking and rolling. Bang, they fire him. You're like, oh, fuck, okay. I think I got it now. And this next motherfucker comes in and teaches you a whole different way. It's like almost completely backwards, bro. And you're like, bro, what the fuck? Like, just think about that. As just a regular worker in this world's economy, right? Now put yourself into a fucking quarterback's position where there's only 32 of these jobs in the entire world, and you have to keep processing new shit. Fuck, this motherfucker had 2 offensive coordinators in 1 season, bro. This motherfucker having to learn new shit after 8 games. Like, I'm just saying, the same argument is the same argument that could be had for Derek, bro. So if people are going to give Derek Carr a little bit of slack for having all these new coaches and all these new coordinators, I think Aiden O'Connell should get a little bit of slack too. And respectfully, I love Derek. My love-hate relationship with Derek is extremely strong. But Derek Carr had very tough times against Kansas City. And Aiden O'Connell, in all honesty, has come in just a few years and showed that he can play with Kansas City. And he can play with Kansas City on a consistent basis. And that's something that I have been earning for years, because I've said this since, Derek Carr's 4th season in the league. Somewhere around there, third, 4th season, when I started to realize he couldn't beat Kansas City. What Let me ask you guys this, chat. Let me ask you and panel. What's the number one goal for a team? Right? What's the number one goal going into the season?
Super Bowl.
Well, to get to the Super Bowl, obviously that's the main goal. But what's the first step to getting to that Super Bowl?
Win your division.
There you go. Win your division. So you have to win your division 9 times out of 10 to make the Super Bowl. I mean, most of these motherfuckers don't win their division. They make it, but that's few and far between. Obviously, the Raiders were one of the wild card teams, actually the first wild card team to win a Super Bowl. But if you can't win your division, you're probably not going to win a Super Bowl. And guess who was always in our fucking way? Goddamn Kansas City. We could compete with fucking the Chargers with Derek. We were competing with the Broncos with Derek. At one point, Denver couldn't beat us for half a decade with Derek. But the one team that we needed to beat to win our division, to have a chance, was fucking Kansas City. And he could never do it. And that was my issue with Derek. So the point I'm trying to make is, bro, Aiden O'Connell is the kind of guy that can, if he's the starting quarterback, we know we can compete with Kansas City. And if we compete with Kansas City, bro, we have a chance to win this division. That's just my whole take on what I was getting at, bro. Sorry, I'm kind of long-winded sometimes. But yeah, that's pretty much where I was going with that, man. Raider Paul. So I wanted to address this comment by Raider Paul too. He said, trade the fans in that think Aiden O'Connell is a good quarterback. Hey, Raider Paul, I need to trade you in because you've been sitting here sucking Fernando Mendoza's dick all fucking offseason since we drafted him. And you've been telling me for 2 weeks, well, that's why the Raiders are going to lose in LA. But you're going to LA, Raider Paul. You're going to LA and you're rooting for Mendoza, and you keep saying we're gonna lose. Like, bro, trade your fan card in, bro. You think other people need their fan card traded in, Raider Paul? You're like the biggest fucking troll. And I don't even know if
I think he froze up for a hot one. He got the dust mites in the computer. They fucking with him. Yeah, so look. This shit right here, whoever said Mendoza is soft, I don't believe that. You can knock that off right there. I don't think he's soft. Mendoza do have his work cut out for him though. Yeah, he does. You know, and that's the thing about it. Like, that's all we're trying to really say about when it comes to Mendoza is the fact that you have to pump your brakes, bro. Let the kid grow up a little bit. You know what I mean? He didn't cook so much. He didn't cook his ass up out of here. He'll be back in a hot second though. No, and I don't know who said he was soft, but bro, I never said he was soft. What I said was he ain't ready, and I don't like the dilly-dallying, happy-go-lucky interviews, and when he get into describing, you know, our offense, and he gets into like grave detail as to what it is we're trying to accomplish, and it just wants me to tell him to shut the fuck up. Like, bro, like you just out here just saying whatever it is you want to say and just flapping your box. I'm good on that. Right? Now, when it comes to his on-field presence, he's still slightly behind the 8 ball. That's not like, and we say it's not saying that he is not an NFL quarterback. He's just not ready to take that responsibility just yet. He's still got to learn how to read these check downs. He's still got to know where to place the ball. He's still got to be able to see where these defenders are lined up. I mean, like Ben said earlier, the interception that he threw last night was the same interception he threw on the head-to-head practice. It was the same damn play. So if you're not picking it up and realizing just exactly what it is you're doing right now, that tells me, like, if I put you out there, it can be really disastrous for the team. It could be disastrous for him, his confidence. A lot goes into that. So if you have the ability to let a veteran go out there and play and allow the face of the franchise to be taught how to lead a franchise, then you've already started winning. If you do anything other than that, you have put yourself in place to lose. And if that is the case, bro, I'm not going to watch a losing season, bro. I'm not going to watch a season where it looks like we gave up from the get-go. So, yes, the Raiders will carry 3 quarterbacks. Mendoza is number 3 as it stands right now. You know, people going to hate this, but shit, Shedeur Sanders looks better than Mendoza does right now. You know, granted, it is year 2 for him, but he looks better than Mendoza does right now. So I am very, very, very cool with Kirk Cousins starting, AOC being number 2. Raider Paul, you could say blase blah as to whatever it is you want to say, bro. But I do remember you saying something about you wanting to see AOC be the starting quarterback. So, you know, as much as you want to say the fans that think AOC is good, you were pulling for him at one point. So, what does that say? You got off the AOC train when we got Mendoza. But before that, you were on the AOC train. So, oh yeah, you also said, you also said Jimmy G will be a better quarterback for us than Derek Carr. You said that. You said that. No, it's not the wrong person. You forget these shows are recorded, Raider Paul, with comments. These shows are recorded with comments. With comments. You said these things. You've said these things. And you've said these things in other shows, not thinking that somebody else was watching. Because you said it in Yerp's chat. I seen you. So, you know, stop throwing shade at other people, man. Come and talk ball, bro. You always like to just throw shade at other people's opinions. When your opinions ain't 100% either, man. You just chitty chat. So, where is? See, this is what I don't like, because he took the notes with him. Nate, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, okay.
No, you took. Yeah, I don't like the division. It's whatever.
Yeah.
Fans are gonna have their opinion, but when they start saying, "Oh, you don't know ball," trade this, like, all right, bro, like, I'll leave you alone. You're having a bad day.
That's one of the questions that, you know, that are people are trying to figure out. All eyes is like, even if he didn't sit on the route, it was still a bad pass regardless. Even if he didn't sit on the route, and in all honesty, why would I sit on a route with a safety right behind me? Why would I do that? So that what just happened could happen? That's why I moved over and gave you a window. You know what I mean? I gave you a window on my right side to throw the ball. You throw it to my left behind me. So it's like these are the things that when you look at them, you're like, okay,
we in this bitch.
Welcome back.
Welcome
you
back.
Out the dust mites. You got all the dust mites.
Got to blow all them roaches out, boy. That bitch was a little bit full. I'm not gonna lie. I ain't blown them out in a couple of weeks. I had to blow them out, that jank.
Man, once every 2 weeks, bro. Once every 2 weeks.
Tight shit.
Yeah. Next time leave this the schedule.
Yeah, bro. I
need the
couldn't
notes.
find my can of Raid, bro. Them bitches was going everywhere, chat. It was like Hiroshima in that bitch. I was like, oh, you want to fuck with the internet? Oh, hell no. You done fucked around and found out, goddammit. You son of a bitch. Fucking shitty ass roach. Kuracha, boy. Your ass went up that wall and got sprayed the fuck down, bitch ass mother.
Yeah, no, the DB was all over that, bro. And like I said, like if Washington would have set on that, man, it might have been worse. You know what I mean? For Washington, you know, he could have got killed sitting on that route with a safety sitting on top of him like that. So yeah, I'm still like, I like Mendoza. Don't get me wrong. I just feel like sometimes you ever have a job and somebody get, you know, they knew and they get a position over you and have no idea as to what it is they're doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then they end up not working out. Right?
What up, Afakasi? Saludos.
It's like, nah, no new camera. I just, like I said, I've been doing better things with myself, man. Taking better care of myself.
Yeah, he's living healthy, goddammit.
He's
He's glowing. Last time I told Dyrti, I said, bro, you're glowing right now, again.
Man, thank you, brother. I appreciate you, man.
No problem, brother. No problem.
Yeah, that was so Mendoza soft of you, man. I appreciate it.
Charmin soft, dude. That shit that don't fall apart when you wipe, gang. Charmin soft.
Nah, somebody in the chat said Mendoza was soft.
Oh, Jeff dropping a super chat, bro.
At 401_Raider_ Jeff donated $5 through super chat. Main goal for a team is not to have goofball fans like at Raider Paul 8363 LOL.
And then fucking Purple starts dropping the fucking Beavis and Butthead laughing shit in the background, dude. It's fucking great. Hey, Raider Jeff, love you, dog. He said main goal is for a team to not have goofball fans like Raider Paul. Raider Paul is definitely a goofball, and I think he's related to cockroaches, dude, because my cockroaches made Marinette go out, and I was talking shit about Raider Paul, and they're like, nope, you're talking shit about my cousin Raider Paul. Internet goes down. It was crashed. I'll shut up when I talk about Raider Paul, bro. They're going to get me again. I ain't going to lie, bro. It's like Joe's apartment. Y'all ever seen Joe's apartment?
Man.
Y'all ever seen Joe's apartment?
I told you. I seen that movie. The worst fucking movie ever made, bro.
The video of what background? My background or the background of the show? The background of the show is just a Raider fan. Right, let me see if I can. I don't think I have it as an overlay. It's just the background. I could throw us out real quick. You can. So that's the background, and then my background is just some drunk ass Raider fan getting hauled out of a Raider game. That was every Sunday. That was just usual. that was usual. Nah, he ain't getting knocked out, bro. He's drunk. Dude's passed out drunk. He's getting hauled out of a Raider game, dude. Drunk as piss. All right, guys. Shout out to everybody that was in the chat when my internet cut out. Shout out to fucking Dyrti and Nutty Raider Nate for holding it down. Appreciate y'all. So we got the next thing we was gonna get into was why the Raiders won. All right. So the notes that I have for why the Raiders won: defense flipped the game. And remember, guys, these are brochures that you can get as if you're part of the membership program. Once again, membership program. We're 2 likes away or 2 members away from 60 members. Once I hit 60 members, I can give away 3 NFL jerseys. So hopefully we'll be able to get 2 more memberships in by the end of the month. This is also the last month to join in for 99 cents, as the price will go up to $1.99. But this is another thing that we added, is pretty much a cheat sheet to our podcast. You can see this is everything we pretty much cover in the podcast, so you guys can pretty much follow along with the show. Like I said, membership only content. So why Las Vegas Raiders won? Defense flipped the game, 19-0 second half, incorporated 3 sacks and 2 takeaways. The run game traveled 159 yards at 5.7 yards per clip and 3 rushing touchdowns. Clutch finish. AOC leads the game-winning drive, and Lafayette, the defensive back, seals it with an interception. And then perfect in scoring range. The Raiders were 3 for 3 in the red zone. Chat. Make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe. Natural Born Raiders podcast. motherfucking the Loaded Box Entertainment, and right here in the Silver and Black Lounge. Pull up a chair in the lounge. And shout out to Jeff, man. He just gifted out a membership, bro. Motherfucking Leke just got a membership. So we're one membership away from hitting that goal. Leke 916, you just got yourself a sponsorship in the lounge. Got yourself a membership in the lounge. Shout out to motherfucking Leke. Your name also goes on the board. You feel me? Leke's in the building. Shout out to Jeff, bro. Love you, dog. Appreciate you. All right, guys. So let's start with Nutty, Raider, Nate. Chat. You guys can chime in too with your guys' why you guys think the Raiders won. This is pretty much just what I got down. Nutty, Raider, Nate, we'll start with you. What's your thoughts on, you know, the shit on the screen right now? Just the overall, my thoughts on why the game was won. What up, Vic Sacramento? What up, Ryan Peavy? I'm empty out my piss jug. Go ahead, Nate. I can still hear you though, gang. Go for it.
Okay. Why Vegas won? Defense flipped the game. Yeah. Definitely. We had some key stops. Mills made some good throws. Our DBs stepped up. I'd say our safeties made some good plays. Our coverage was so. Our run game was an issue again. I felt like, but we got it going on offense, so that was good. What we saw from Lobby was pretty not reassuring, but how would you say?
Shit, Labe played decent. I get what you're saying though. It's probably not like reassuring, like he locked himself in over one good game, but. All right. Dyrti, let's throw it over to Dyrti, man. What's your thoughts on what we got up here on the screen in terms of why the Raiders won the game? Can you agree? Do you have any other things you want to insert in here? Overall thoughts, comments, concerns.
Yeah, so we'll start at the top, right?
Yes, sir.
So how the defense flipped the game. Second half was really quite impressive by the defense.
Yes, sir, it was. Shout out to Patrick Johnson again, dude. Back to back weeks, bro, making impact plays.
The defense in the second half was able to actually get pressure up front in the trenches. That's one of the things that turned the game around for us in the second half. Not so much the play of the defensive backs, safeties, linebackers, but really more of the play that we were getting from the guys who were in the trenches. These were guys who were really trying to fight for a position. And they're going to take every opportunity that they can to try and capitalize on that.
Take it easy, not a bot. Sorry, it's a late show tonight for you guys on the East Coast, bro. Take it easy. This typically ain't the time of our shows, but I love you, dog. Not a bot. Take it easy, bro. I'm sure we'll catch you on the flip. Have a great rest of your night. Make sure you check it on the rewind, bro. And you guys that are watching the rewind, hit that hype button. Go ahead, Dyrti. Love you, not a bot. Take it easy, bro.
What I was saying was the amount of pressure that they were getting up front is really what created the ability for us to hold them scoreless. They weren't able to capitalize on third downs like they were doing in the first half, right? We had a lot of opportunities as to where we were holding them to fourth down. Remember one third down, we held them in. We ended up giving them a first down because our guy wants to stand over people.
Fucking Jermod McCoy, dude. Fuck. Yeah.
Like,
he finally does something good and he wants to ruin it with some dumb shit like that.
Some dumb shit. Right?
That's the Raider way. Now, people want to know what the Raider way is. That's the Raider way, goddammit.
Now, I will say this. That was a dumbass flag to be thrown too, right? There's two sides to that coin. It's not like he was doing anything derogatory, right? He wasn't doing anything demeaning. Like, that was something you could have just, the fact that they're saying, oh, he was standing over him. Technically, he wasn't standing over him. They both went to the ground. He jumped up and did his little celebration thing while old boy was rolling over to get up, and he just like so like it was a stupid flag, but at the same time, it was some stupid shit to do, right? We all know when you do some lockdown shit, you're supposed to get up and do the safety belt and then keep it pushing. Over here, you want to put pelvis out and thumbs down. You know what I mean? Like, come on, brother. Like,
I agree.
Chill, right? Chill.
You gotta understand what team you play for, bro. We're the fucking Raiders. We don't get that love.
We don't get that type of love, right? This ain't college anymore. Because what's crazy about it is the very next play, they ran a pass. It got locked down by Massis. Massis did the exact same damn thing and didn't get a flag. So
I feel like Jermod McCoy probably has a bigger target on his back, if that makes any sense, because his draft stock coming into the draft, like a lot of people knew he probably should have been drafted higher. So like a lot of people are watching him, bro. Like people are watching him, like including the refs, bro. And they're like, you think that shit's gonna be okay? Then they're gonna flag him for it. They're not really watching Hezekiah the way they're watching Jermod. That's just my opinion. I'm a little bit of a conspiracy theorist.
I feel you, but yeah, no.
Well, fuck you too. Then you said it was good. I love you too, gang.
Yeah, no. So defensive line really flipped this game for us. You know what I mean, in the second half. But shouts out to the rest of the defense for falling in line and helping out too, right? It's just like you can see what we could technically be if we were able to actually get some pressure on quarterbacks. That was the problem in the first half. We weren't really able to get any pressure on the quarterbacks. But we were in the second half. The run game was I really enjoyed the fact that every running back that had the chance to touch the ball was able to produce and do something with it. And like for me right now, like it's Genty 1, Washington 2, and then that third running back, that's going to be a real tough call for our coaching staff. People are saying, "Oh, Dylan Labe," but as I told you, we've seen this from Dylan Labe in preseasons before. Get to the regular season, and he does not play the same style of football. Seems like he just kind of disappears. He's not as hungry as he was when he was trying to make the team. Now that he made the team, so that's kind of how I look at it when it comes to Dylan Labe. So I'm not impressed with what I see from him because I see this every year at preseason. I was impressed with the other two because one is a UDFA and he's fighting for a spot. And I like the way that he was able to bounce off and, get a couple of extra yards, not get tied down. One of the things I do like about all of these backs is that they don't go down on first contact. I do like that. You know what I mean? None of them got the Zamir White syndrome where they go down on shoelaces untied, right? It's just
Zamir White just had zero balance, dude. Like you could sneeze on him and he would fall over, dude.
Yeah. Now moving into the clutch finish, right? Clutch finish was great. Clutch finish, I will put 50-50. I will give equal responsibility for the clutch play. I give AOC all the kudos and credits for throwing the pass. I give number 83 all the kudos and credits for earning himself at least one more week on this roster with that catch, bro. Look, he hadn't really been throwing the ball all game, nothing, right? The one or two times, that he was throwing the ball, the one time that it really mattered, he came up with that catch. That's big, bro. Those type of things stand out, right? That means you can rise to the big occasion. You got those big moments in you. Those will earn you a spot on a team sometimes, man, believe it or not. And he's a special teams guy. So, like something like that will definitely, keep you around. And I really liked what I saw from that. I like the fact that they were able to get up to the line too, and AOC was able to find his way into the end zone. So, kudos to AOC for throwing a dime of a pass. I ain't even gonna cap
great
on it.
throw.
That
That was
was
a
a
great throw,
dime
dude.
of a fucking pass. And
Yes,
then
sir.
shouts out to number 83 for going up, you know what I mean, and catching that at his highest point. Like a lot of wide receivers don't do that. They wait for the ball to come down. He went up and caught it at his highest point. Another skill trait that can get you kept on a roster. So, and then you said perfect in scoring range. That is something that we definitely wanted to see this year. I hope that it carries over into the regular season, because that was one of our Achilles heels last year, bro, is the fact that we could not put up points in the red zone. Like we were doing turnovers in the red zone, bro. That makes no sense. We were going for fourth downs in the red zone and getting cooked. So
throwing picks and shit,
bro. For the fact that we were able to go 3-3 in the red zone, AOC finding the red zone finding the end zone on his feet, and also finding Dylan Labe, finding the end zone as well. So, shouts out to Kubiak and the staff for at least coming in here and developing ways to actually find the end zone in the red zone, man. Be it, field goals or be it touchdowns, man. I just happy for the fact that we're not turning over the ball and we're not going for it on fourth downs and getting shut out and just leaving points on the board.
I'm with you. Shout out to the 40 people that are still watching, man. We're pushing 12 p.m. here on the West Coast, man. I know it's pushing 3 a.m. for some of you guys on the East Coast, bro. We appreciate every single one of your guys' time tonight. Join in for the podcast, man. We got a few more segments. We're going to wrap it up, man. Shout out to Dyrti, my co-host, as well as Nutty Raider Nate, man. Tapped in tonight, Loaded Box, Entertainment, and the Natural Born Raider podcast, man. Make sure you guys are subscribed to all 3 channels, man. So I'm gonna go over this real quick. So the defense in the second half, the one thing that I like the most, right? So be it, third string, second string, fourth string. Our defense, like, we got carved up last week against Arizona, dude. Like, it didn't matter who the quarterback was or who the wide receiver was. We were getting cooked, bro. You feel me? In the first half, in this game in particular, we were getting fried in the run game. In the second half, bro, I seen an adjustment. It's a preseason adjustment. It's different strings, whatever, bro. But I seen an adjustment, bro. The Raiders defense locked the fuck up, held the Texans scoreless, bro. They dropped a fucking donut in the second half. To me, that's the key of the game, bro. Like, yeah, the Aiden O'Connell shit was nice, but the fact that the Raiders completely shut the Texans out in the second half, that's impressive. The run game, I talked about that earlier. I'm super excited for the run game. Dyrti, if it happens, bro, you feel me? Dyrti said a couple weeks ago he feels like this is a team that has 2 1,000-yard running backs on it. And, I think from what I've seen from Mike Washington and what we know we already have in Ashton Jeanty, that could come to fruition. I expect to see a lot of long runs for Mike Washington. One thing I'm surprised Dyrti didn't mention is that, Mike Washington, maybe he did and I just didn't hear him, but Mike Washington did get chased down on another long touchdown run he probably had and got shoestring tackled by
I didn't want to bring it up.
I know it. I figured that. But he still, nonetheless, he played well. Once again, the biggest run of the game, just like last week, biggest run of the game. Obviously Mike Washington's going to come with a lot of excitement. There was comparisons of, could he be the next Darren McFadden? There was Darren McFadden references, not only for his size and his speed, but, Darren McFadden played at Arkansas. Mike Washington come out of Arkansas. There's a lot of familiarity there. I don't know if I said it better that time. I super micromanage myself, microanalyze myself when it comes to words, and I hate it. So anyways, clutch finish. Yeah, Aiden O'Connell, bro. Like I said, bro, pride, poise. If you guys are watching the play-by-play, you feel me? I put the anthem on. You feel me? When it's the last drive, you feel me? The anthem come on.
The autumn wind is a pirate.
And as soon as I played that music, Aiden O'Connell went down that bitch and sealed it. You feel me? One thing I will say about that clutch finish, guys, is that the way we managed the clock, like we had to get that tush push. There was like 16 seconds left, bro. If we didn't get in the end zone, the time was probably going to run out. You know what I'm saying? Big shout out to how the offense moved people. And I forget who gave that final push to Aiden O'Connell in his back, but that's the push that sealed the deal for the Raiders with the tush push. Like I said, you know, time management, the way they played that shit was perfect. And then obviously 3 for 3 in the red zone. We obviously want to see more touchdowns than field goals, but like I said, you know, at the end of the day, all I care about is winning the game. So, you know, we only won by 2 points, which was the amount of one field goal. Like, so do I want to see more touchdowns in the red zone? Yeah, but when that one field goal is the difference maker in the game, I'm not too upset for having 2 field goals and 1 touchdown, because at least we got down there, we scored when we needed to win the game, and the other times it kept us in the game, bro. But obviously, I think I want to see the Raiders score more touchdowns. I think we all do, but still 3 for 3 is something, you know, that's impressive nonetheless, because like Dyrti said, bro, usually we'll go down there, we'll get some dumbass false start or some dumbass pre-snap penalty or a hold, or a quarterback will take an unnecessary sack, or we'll turn the ball over. And it was just clean to see that. So definitely played a clean game, to say the least, in the red zone. So do you guys have any final statements before we get to the clean it up section and the trash can player of the game or players?
No.
All right, cool. I want to see if I have any more questions. One of the question was, is Mike Washington the clear running back too? I think that's pretty much solidified itself.
Yeah.
The receiver can trust on Sundays. We'll get into that. All right, guys. So this is the last segment. The last segment is the clean it up segment. We'll finish it up with guys that didn't play very well, positions that didn't play very well, and we will add our trash can player or players to the chat. Hey, chat, let us know right now, bro. We still got 50 people in here, man.
I got 3 trash can players.
Oh, we're gonna have a fire segment, bro. Hey, chat, we still got 50 people in here. Hit the like button if you haven't. If you're catching on the replay, definitely hit that hype button, bro. That hype button goes crazy. All right, guys. So clean it up segment, last and final segment, along with the clean up segment, also includes trash can players. All right, discipline, 9 penalties for 83 yards. One of the biggest things with the Raiders last week was penalties. That's still a fucking issue. The penalties on the special teams last night was fucking abysmal, dude. That was fucking abysmal. That's probably the worst special teams I've ever seen, you know, in terms of penalties, bro. Like, most of those penalties were special team penalties, chat. Kinsai Matsazazawa Tokyoto went 1 for 3 on extra points. Did not look good. I don't know what the future holds for Kinsai. You know, I think some of us, including myself, kind of wishing we would have held on to Lakitasi, even though we didn't see nothing from Lakitasi. I've seen enough from Kinsai to think that he's probably not even going to make the team. You know what I'm saying? They might not even keep him on the international player program because he sucks. At least that's what he's shown so far. And sucks a strong word. I'm sorry. He's underperforming. Shots at Captain Point. Protection, Fernando Mendoza, 5 quarterback hits. 5 quarterback hits, unacceptable. Obviously, second unit. Receivers. Kubiak said the unit stepped backwards. Shout out to Malik Benson. Slow start. Raiders started with only 3 points in a 17-point hole. And then, unfortunately, the Raiders did lose a guy last night. I think it's one of our defensive backs, cornerback Chigozai Inuyism. Sorry if I butchered your name, brother. Wish you nothing but the best speedy recovery. Looks like it's pretty bad. They had the card out there. So, before the trash camper will save it, right? What's Nutty Raider Nate? What's your the negative parts of the game? What are your thoughts on what we got right here, as well as any thoughts, comments, concerns you might want to add on to it? And chat, we're going to get into your comments just as well. Let us know. Clean it up segment, chat. What up, Demonist? Nutty Raider Nate, you there? All right, go ahead, Dyrti.
You there?
No, he's not there. Go ahead, Dyrti. We'll get him. We'll get his segment next. Go ahead.
Yeah, his mic bouncing back and forth.
Yeah, you straight. Go ahead.
Penalties. Let's get into the penalties first. You know,
It's special teams. You should be the least penalized category on our team. All you got to do is run out there and make a tackle or block somebody so we could get a return. All this holding, all of this moving too early, all of this, like, bro, the one part of NFL team that should run smooth as butter is the special teams, bro. Because you don't, it's not complicated, bro. It's not complicated. Stay in your lane, collapse on the ball. Go down the field in your lane, collapse when you get to the ball.
Was that my shit? My bad.
It ain't that hard, man. Kicking.
That's what she said.
Mike check.
We hear you, Nate. You're good. We hear you, gang.
Okay.
She ain't never said that to me.
Type shit. Somebody caught on to that. Didn't go over everybody's head.
Kicking. I'm on the phone. Calling him Daniel Carlson. I need a kicker, bro. I need you to come to camp, and battle with Gay for this kicking position. I said it last night again, on the show. I only think Daniel Carlson didn't do well for a few reasons. Offensive line was trash. They wasn't blocking anybody. Everybody was in his face, right? But two, he been the kicker here so long, he ain't been challenged. He was never pushed, to really hold on to his job. So I think maybe if you brought him back and put him in a competition with Gay, then he might just beat him out. And then he'll understand, like, oh yeah, I gotta do this. Or they're probably not calling him because he really can't kick for shit anymore because I don't think he has a tryout or anything in the NFL. So like, yeah.
I don't know, bro. I mean, I kind of see what everybody else was seeing with the Raiders, that Daniel Carlson was regressing a little bit. But it's almost like, and I'm not going to compare Derek Carr to Daniel Carlson, but the point I'm trying to make is like we got rid of a kid for like one mid kicker for another mid-ass kicker. Like, fuck that. Like, Matt Gay is terrible as fuck, bro. Go back and look at Matt Gay last year. He's fucking terrible. He was on two different teams.
He was worse than Daniel Carlson.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like,
that's exactly what I'm saying. Just because the special teams coordinator has a rapport with Gay, that doesn't make Gay good. Just because he had his best year under you doesn't mean he's going to repeat that again. So, and then you had faith in the Tokyo. You didn't keep the Tokyo toe around camp this long just to put him on display and have him miss 2 chip shot field goals, bro.
That's just in this game, though. That's just in this game. He was missing shit last game, too.
I understand. But I'm saying you didn't keep him around in camp this long just to trot him out in preseason week 2 again and miss more field goals.
Raider Ray said, call up goddamn Janikowski, goddamn it.
Bro, call me. Shit, I can kick better than that. I ain't kicked the ball in 20-something years, bro. I can kick better. Bro, call old boy with the podcast on ESPN that's taking everybody's job, man. I know he a punter.
Call Destroying, bro. Where's Destroying, bro?
Man, call somebody, bro. Like, shit, is Marquette King available to kick field goals, bro?
Yeah, he can come in here and dance on the Broncos all he wants as long as he's kicking field goals. Oh, no, he's a punter. I had to think about that.
No, but he can kick field goals. That's the thing about it. He can kick field goals.
Oh, do we really want Marquette King to be our field goal?
I'm just saying.
He said, anything's better than this son of a bitch.
Anything is better than the kickers we got that keep missing.
Hey, be careful what you wish for. We thought that same shit with the last 2 coaching staffs, and that shit wasn't right either.
I'm just
Careful
like,
what you
now
wish
let's
for.
get into the protection. Let's get into the protection. It's not like he was behind number ones, right? He was playing behind 2s and 3s.
Fuck you, Jordan Meredith. I don't even know why you're on my team. I
Honestly,
fuck you. You suck. You're getting my
I have
quarterback hurt.
no clue as to why he's on the team. Bro.
He fucking sucks, dude. Fuck
bro.
him.
He looks so bad. He looks so bad, bro.
And bad might even be an understatement, dog.
But I will say he once he got to battling fourth stringers, he looked better.
What up, Space Windu?
When he's going up against second stringers, not so much. But when he's going up against third and fourth, he looked a lot better when he started going up against people that's closer to his talent range. But going up against people who are better than him, he don't even stand a chance, bro. You know, at least sometimes you at least have a fighting chance. This dude, no fighting chance at all. It's like, oh my God. Kind of like number 63 on our defense that we yesterday, bro. That dude was getting moved around like furniture, you know what I mean, at a wholesale thrift shop store, bro. I'm just saying. It's bad, bro. It is really, really bad. But I don't blame all the hurries on Mendoza. I blame a majority of that solely on the fact that our depth at offensive line past the first unit is extremely suspect at this point, and we are going to have to figure out a way to address that and get it to be a little bit better. Kubiak said the wide receivers took a step back. I don't think he was talking about all of them. I think he was talking about one. He tried to make it a group thing, and this ain't no group thing.
Nah, it was only one of them motherfuckers that looked bad, bro. He was so bad.
Right here. This is
bro, he was so bad. Bro, he was so bad. They put plural at the end of his position in particular, bro. He's the receiver. They had to put plural. They had to put an S on the end of that bitch. That's how bad he was.
Bro. He tried to say that the receivers took us. No. One receiver took a major fall, bro. A major fall. That wasn't no step back. He took a fall, bro. He went off the cliff. Thelma and Louise did, brother. He just on off the cliff.
I'm guilty. I'm guilty as fuck for falling for that, dude.
Me too.
I'm guilty as fuck. But then I was like, then I started thinking, I'm like, oh well, he is playing against our DBs. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, our DBs are shit. So yeah, he probably looks good. And then I'm like, well, our DBs kind of look good, but our wide receiver is kind of shit. It's like the Raiders wide receiver room and cornerback room is like the Spider-Man emoji, dude, or the Spider-Man gif. Like they're just all pointing at each other. Like they're all the same, dude. They're all equally as shit, gang. And just because you stand out in either room does not make you better, dog, than any of these other guys. Because it's like, do you like shit soup or do you like shit salad? It's like, respectfully, I'm not calling none of these players shit, but in terms of the talent level, all these dudes are mid as fuck. So do you really take anything that comes out of this fucking receiver room or cornerback room serious? Shouts to Raider Outlaw. Shouts to Brandon Hollum. Anyways, 30. Slow start.
Slow start. Slow start because you put a quarterback out there that's not ready. Quarterback that you trot out there to get the reps, plain and simply, is just not ready. He probably would have had a better display if the roles were flip-flopped. If AOC was the one who came out and started the game and Mendoza was the one who ended the game, I guarantee you he probably would have had a better outcome. But I'm not saying better than what AOC did, but better than what Mendoza did in the first half. I'm not worried about it being a slow start simply because it wasn't our starting offense. If it was our starting offense that came out there and did some shit like that, that'd have me cause for concern. But because it was not our starting offense, I'm not even going to worry about the slow start. I know.
Yeah, I agree.
Cousins is out there and the starting O-line is out there. I've seen what they can do. they can drive the ball down the field and put up some points. Injury, cornerback, Usani, knee status to be determined. Probably gone for the year.
Yeah, it didn't look good.
I wish you all the well and speedy recoveries. And next man up. Bye.
Shout the fucking Dyrti, bro. He fucking killed that segment. Shout the fucking Dyrti, bro. Killed the clean it up segment, bro. Appreciate you, gang. Hey, chat, man. Make sure you guys are hitting the fucking like button, bro. You guys are over there in the Natural Born Raider podcast. You guys are over here in the Silver and Black Lounge. Pull up a chair, hit that like button. Or if you're in the loaded box with Nutty Raider Nate, man, subscribe to all 3 channels. We are keeping it lit all regular season, man. We're moving different, boy, and this is the way we're gonna handle ourselves. All right, so Nutty Raider Nate, bro, is your mic working? Do we have you? Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. All right, bro. All right, brother. This is your segment, and keep in mind, chat. And before we move on to the trash can players of the game, we're gonna cover all of your guys' comments on things that the Raiders, shit the bed on this game. So continue to post your comments. We're going to keep the clean up section. We're going to go over your comments. Then we'll get to our trash can player, man. Much love. Go ahead, Nutty Raider Nate.
Back-to-back games with penalty issues. We need to clean this up. I hope it's not an issue the whole season. My question is, though, like, how does the coach fix that up without successfully? Do you start finding the players per penalty, or and then how do you prorate these penalties? Like, so I don't know. That's something I'd consider to kind of wake these players up to play smarter. Some of these penalties are pretty dumb, and like you said, a lot of them were on special teams, and that's our most experienced side of the ball, probably, as far as coaching goes. So I hopefully we can fix that. But I definitely consider start charging these motherfucking idiots per penalty, but respectful. And then the kicking thing, Matsuzawa, yeah, it's not working out, buddy. You gotta go.
That's tough, dude, because he's such a feel-good story too, man. But that's another guy feel-good story.
I hate that feel-good shit, bro.
And that's what I'm saying, bro. I mean, at least he was undrafted, but no, I feel you. Another one of those guys on their way.
I never believed the hype. I said all the time that we were probably going to go with the veteran regardless. And I didn't see anything that Matsuzawa did in college, and I was like, oh yeah, that's our.
Hey, take it easy, Raider Ray. Have a great night, my boy.
But Carlson, yeah, bro. I hit up, bring back Carlson. It's like, what are we doing? This is a. Do you put this decision on Spytek or Kubiak? Like how? Like who?
I mean, Daniel Carlson was clearly regressing, but I don't know if he was regressing to the point to where you would want to replace him with another regressing kicker. That's the point I'm trying to make. Yeah.
No, it was a smart decision.
They wanted new blood or something, bro. Keep in mind, Daniel Carlson's not money. Daniel Carlson's not a spy tech guy neither. You feel me? Like Daniel Carlson's been through multiple regimes, and typically when you get new regimes, you get new players. You feel me? So
yeah, but we owed him a lot of. If we would have kept him, we would have owed him.
No, you're right. You are right. We did give him a little hefty contract.
Yeah,
what up, Rion, bro?
Nice we had to cut ties with him. You know what I mean? Because we were gonna owe him a whole lot of money, bro. So now that I don't know where he signed. I don't even think he is signed. I think he's at home sitting on the couch or something. But if that's the case, we could definitely come in with a new contract offer. You know, earn your keep, bro. We gave you some money, man. You know, we gave you big money, but you didn't give us big points. So you owe us. So at this point, if you want another opportunity in NFL, well, this is what we're gonna give you, and then you got to come in here and earn your job. So
shit. All right, go ahead, Nutty Rare Nate. Did you go over the protection?
Yeah, protection. I didn't think it was too bad. I thought Fernando's timing was off. more than anything. His timing with the receivers and just being in the pocket definitely things speeded up for him. This was the number one defense, whether the starters were in or not. This the people who conducted that number one defense were still calling the plays, coaching these players. The defensive line was whipping up our offensive line, which was more of the same of what we heard all week from practice. And then the receivers, they took a step back for sure. Well, yeah, but Dyrti hit the nail on the head. One specifically, we didn't really see everybody out. And that's another thing. I would like to see Besh out there a little bit more. I guess he did play, but he didn't get any calls.
Yeah, he didn't get no targets. I think he had 0 targets, Nate.
Yeah, I would have liked to see
out there as a run blocker last night.
Yeah, I would have liked to see.
Surprising. I don't know. Maybe they were just They wanted to see, well, this week we want to see what you could do as a receiver. Next week we want to go out there and see your blocking skills. So I don't know what it was, but 0 targets for Jack Besh after, arguably looking like our best receiver in the first preseason game.
Yeah, it's weird because they only run like 5-6 plays, something like 10 plays. But, so it's not like they have a bunch of plays to choose from. To just totally take him out the game plan like that, like after last week, he was obviously part of their third down game plan. I don't know. Maybe they still want to show that part of their offense, but it is what it is. And then slow start. Yeah. The whole half, we damn near got shut out with the field goal. That's it.
It was a rough outing for Fernando Mendoza, to say the least, bro.
And it's not all on Fernando either. It's our defense got fucking.
No, for sure.
I mean, we didn't have.
I'm just saying, like when they all look at it, bro, they're just gonna be like, who was the quarterback? That's why, especially with Fernando being the number 1 overall pick. That's all I'm saying. But I hear what you're saying. It's not just on Fernando. The whole team played bad, but it was a rough half for him. He couldn't put up no points, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like
he's not in the best situation, guys.
For real. We know that.
He's gonna have a tough time this year. I knew this shit, but I don't want to say I told you so, but
we just know ball. We just have to start saying that. We just know ball.
Yeah, shit's happening. We're gonna have to get through this year, and next year's gonna be what it is. And we'll see. Hopefully, we can turn some shit around and get the running game going quicker.
Sure.
Yeah. So, but
thoughts on the injury?
I didn't see it. I didn't really see anything major.
Yeah, I didn't really start seeing it neither. So I didn't really see it neither, bro. They didn't show no clips, bro. It didn't
seem like he needed a stretcher. Yeah. Well, I don't know. It was a lower leg injury, so it's nothing major, nothing was ahead. So that's a good thing, but I don't know. Whatever.
Oh yeah! Shouts to Nutty Raider Nate, man. The clean it up segment, my brother. So I'm gonna just say this, bro. The penalties for me, the discipline, the penalties. I feel like those things kind of work the kinks out with your penalties in the preseason. We hate to see it. As long as the penalties don't transition to the regular season, I'm not too worried about penalties, bro. Like I think a lot of them are also on, the second and third strings as well that aren't going to get a ton of time. Not too worried about the penalties. Also, the fact that if you're a Raider fan, we typically are the most penalized team every fucking year anyways, even when we're not really doing shit. Kicking Kensai Matsai Zazua Tokyoto did not look good. It's not good for Kensai. I don't know what. Got Aunt Six with the super chat. My brother.
What up?
What up, Aunt?
At On Six Soldier donated $2 through Super Chat. What up then, Nate Dyrti, F. Dustin Aussie Cortez Sultan.
Shout out to my brother Aunt Six. My brother said F. Dustin Ozzy Cortez and Sultan. All right. So, anyways, back to Kinsai, not looking good. 1 for 3s, not good at all. I mean, he didn't play good last week neither. It just sucks. Like, I like Kinsai for the feel good story, and like Nutty Raider Nate said earlier, bro, I'm tired of the feel good stories. But like, he's an Oakland Raider. You feel me? I have a little bit of shout out to father and son football, bro. I just barely seen your comment. Sorry, dude. I have a little soft spot in my heart for Oakland Raiders, you know, and his first ever game was in Oakland, you know, and unfortunately, I mean, to say it's over is, I don't know, it might be a little bit of an overstatement, because I honestly think they're probably going to keep him on that international player program because it doesn't count against our roster.
He's not an international player. He don't qualify.
No, he does. He does. I think that's the main reason why we let Lockie talk.
He's from Hawaii. That's not international.
But he's from Japan. So that four makes him, it doesn't matter what college he played for. He's from Japan. Like, he's an international player, so therefore he qualifies. It doesn't matter what college he played for. So like Lockie Tassi played in the States too, bro, but he wasn't, since he's from Samoa, he qualifies for it.
Somebody get Elsa on the phone to tell her let it go. Let it go. Please.
So to move on to protection, Mendoza absorbed 5 quarterback hits. I don't like that, but at the same time, like I said earlier, Jordan Meredith sucks. I'd be willing to bet that 3 of them quarterback hits probably came right up the middle, as I seen Fernando Mendoza get constant pressure in his face all game, primarily. So, you know, once again, I don't know why Jordan Meredith is even on this team anymore. But that's a topic for a whole nother show. Slow start with only 3 points and a 17-point hole. Like I said, I think it was a little bit of a wake-up moment there for Fernando Mendoza. It looked tough for him. You know, but a lot of this game just was almost a pretty much what happened in practice. Because if you guys remember in practice, the scrimmage against the Texans, Fernando Mendoza, we looked at the film. Fernando Mendoza threw a pick 6 to Jalen Petrie on that same exact route that he threw a pick 6 to, you know, Mike Washington to, I forget the defender's name. But, you know, the whole fucking game was a carbon copy of the practice. We couldn't stop the run in practice. We couldn't stop the run in the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything was pretty much, you know, the pass rush showed up in practice in the scrimmage. The secondary showed up. It showed up in the game. You know, so, but overall, slow start. You know, it is what it is. There's a bunch of backups in there, like Dyrti said earlier. Fernando Mendoza is not playing with starting receivers. I think he had Jalen Naylor out there. I think he threw 1 pass to Jalen Naylor, but outside of that, it was pretty much second and third string everywhere across the board. So I'm not too worried about that. And, you know, Chiguzi Anuism, I'm sorry, bro. You know, over here in the Just Win Baby podcast, Silver and Black Lounge, Natural Born Raiders podcast, and the Loaded Box, we wish you nothing but the best in your health going forward. So before we move up to the trash can player, we're going to catch up to the chat. This is the clean it up section. So clean it up. Captain Point. Drop your trash can players of the fucking night in the chat right now. This is our final segment. Captain Point said Tokyo Toe. NorCal Raider Jesse said Malik Benson. All Eyes says the penalties need to clean it up. Afakasi said Matsazua needs to clean it up. Malik Benson couldn't catch a cold from All Eyes. What else we got here, man?
1 for 5.
Let's see. I think that's it. So drop your guys' topics in the chat, your guys' trash can players, because y'all know what time it is. We dumping up the fucking trash can, bro.
Why that dude look like me?
It is the trash can player of the fucking game segment. You son of a bitch. So I know Nutty, Dirty Raider Nate's been, or Dirty, I don't know, like Dirty Raider's been itching. Go ahead, Dirty Raider. Who is your?
Let me go last.
All right, Nutty Raider Nate, you're on the spotlight. Goddammit. Yeah, trash can. Back it up right now. Who you dumping off in the trash can?
Man.
You can have multiple. I don't give a fuck. There's a lot of them throwing that bitch. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, this is my version of put him in the bathroom. Yeah, it's called throw him in the trash can. You know what I'm saying?
I could go Trey Zoom.
Trey Zoom? Did he play that bad?
He had a couple rough plays. Clowney dogged him. But Meredith for real. I'm gonna hop on Meredith again. I praised him last week. He did decent against Andrew Billings. He held his own, but this week he looked lost again. So I'm gonna go with the Jordan Meredith for this week's trash can player of the week.
All right, bro. My brother, motherfucking Nutty Raider Nate, said motherfucking Jordan Meredith. Backing up the trash can for Jordan Meredith. Bro, my trash can player of the week, and if you was watching my motherfucking play-by-play, you know Malik Benson, you suck. Malik Benson, you fucking suck, dude. You know what I'm saying? I've seen, bro, you know how much good shit I've heard out of this motherfucker coming out of training camp? OTs, yeah, he's lighting it up. This motherfucker can't do shit against any defensive back that doesn't fucking wear a fucking Raider jersey on, bro. Like, yeah, he had a couple really good catches from Fernando Mendoza. He's got fucking more drops. Bro, he's got more drops than receptions. Hey, bro, check this out, gang. People was like, oh, bro, I don't want to play Dante Thornton because Dante Thornton has drops. This motherfucker probably done drop more than Dante Thornton. He done drop more than Dante Thornton. At least Dante Thornton's got some kind of physical aspect to himself. This motherfucker's your prototypical midget wide receiver in the NFL. He's just your typical Oregon wide receiver, for the most part, typical Oregon player, because Oregon players never transition to the National Football League. I mean, it may be early to say, but at the end of the day, my motherfucking trash can player of the game, and I could throw a couple in there, but I got to make sure his name is number one, and it ain't even close to anybody else. Fucking that shit the fuck up, dude. Back that shit the fuck up, dog. I hope it gets better, but right now, from all the fucking hype, it's all just been hype. When bullets are flying, I don't care how good you are in practice. You feel me? Obviously, practice does translate to the football field if you know how to make it translate. And you know, he's just a practice warrior, dude. Go ahead and add fucking Malik Benson to that long line of overhyped training camp players that the Raiders have every fucking year. Add him to the fucking list, bro. Shout out to Jess, my boy Chewy, Raider Coverage, and J Money. All right, Dyrti. Go ahead, bro.
All right, so I guess I had 4, but I'll go.
Let me know when you want me to play the goddamn thing. I'll play the thing, gang.
I'll go back down to 3. You know what I mean? Since you just got Malik Benson out the way, I'll just
you could throw some out there. We'll go off and we'll piggyback off you because I'm pretty sure there's some other motherfuckers that I want to say too. I just don't want to eat all the floor.
We're gonna jump straight into Tokyo Toe.
Back it up. Tokyo Toe. Kensai Matazazua. The trash can is backed up for you. Go ahead, Dyrti.
Number 63 on the defense. Fantukasi.
The new defensive tackle that we just dropped Benito Jones for?
Yes.
That's waste management, J Money. If you're from the 209, you're familiar with waste management or Republic. You know what I'm saying? They pulling it.
Yeah, you go ahead and back the truck up for that. Dude.
Back that shit, bro. Back that shit the fuck up, gang. Back that shit up, gang.
Jordan Meredith. Go ahead and back that truck up with Jordan Meredith, man.
Jordan Meredith. Over here, Jordan Meredith, you son of a bitch.
And then last but not least, I want you to back the truck up for fans who make takes like Noah Brown was the reason we won the game because he was making crazy catches and shit like that.
when the motherfucker only had one goddamn target and one goddamn catch.
Back that thing on.
Raider Paul, your take was trash. Love you, bro, but that was trash, bro. Don't expose yourself like that again, man. Don't expose yourself like that again.
Hey,
don't ever say somebody made great catches when they had one fucking catch, bro. That's not catches. And it wasn't even a crazy catch. It was a cool catch.
Hey, bro, the trash can player of the week, it could go for like Afakasi says too on his shit. I'm gonna steal this from Afakasi, but that's my brother. I know he's not gonna mind me. Yo, trash can player could be a fucking a content creator, a motherfucking a commenter, you know, dumbass Raider Paul. Raider Paul probably gonna be a staple of the fucking dump truck. We're gonna be back in this bitch. Well, put a picture of Raider Paul's and emoji in the middle of that trash can because this shit gonna get backed up every single week, man. But shouts out. It might as well be Raider Paul's trash can service, dog. Fuck you.
Raider Paul's trash collections.
Hey, Alpha Con said they better throw that season desist or else I'm getting my Raider Kush lawyer on that ass. Hey, bruh. At the end of the day, gang, there was a lot of bad we could take out of this game. But you know, I seen some good shit, you know, but Malik Benson, you ain't getting no fucking pass. Bro, if Malik Benson don't do shit in this last preseason game, they could cut him. I wouldn't give two fucks, bro. Hey, Malik Benson, you hear you get like 4 of these. One. That's 2. 3, you son of a bitch. You get 1 for every facet of the game, including 1 for the Silver and Black Lounge, you fucking trash can. Fucking
you
suck,
get 1
dude.
for every drop pass, bro. You were 1 for 5, bro. You were the most targeted wide receiver. You were the wide receiver who was given the opportunity to step up and make the best of the ability. And all you were able to do was drop the pass. Now, I will say that one of them was just a good defensive play. Shout out to the defender for just knocking the ball out. But the other ones, bro,
hey,
on you.
Hey, chat. Hey, it's like y'all old enough to remember that Tootsie Roll commercial where the fucking owl was licking the Tootsie Roll. This is like, how many trash cans do we need to get to the center of Malik Benson's sorry ass? The world may never know. Bro, I hope I'm so wrong, bro, but this shit is not good, gang. Bro, I'm sitting there watching him play, and I'm like, okay, he makes a catch, and then boom, you drop it on big time, like momentum swinging opportunities for the Raiders, bro. And it's like, nah, bro. Like it just don't translate, gang. And that
he is the Taka Vodka player of the game.
Taka Vodka, dude. Fucking that.
He is the Costco brand of vodka.
That's the White Wolf. The fucking White Wolf fucking player of the game, White Wolf Vodka, here sponsored to you by
We're gonna give y'all a little respect, man. We ain't even gonna call y'all the trash. We got the trash player of the game, and then we got the Taka Vodka player of the game. But right now, Malik Benson is the Taka Vodka player of the game because it looked like that motherfucking hands was drunk as fuck off a $3 bottle of vodka, nigga.
Type shit.
A liter too, a $3 liter of vodka, bro. His hands look drunk.
All right, guys. So before we get out of here, I do want to give some game balls. That's where I was going at when I was saying earlier with, you know, there was some bad in this game, but there was some good. I do want to give out some game balls to some players. You know, game ball, obviously, to a coach for you guys can drop your game balls in the chat too. Clint Kubiak getting his first win. You know, game ball to Mike Washington continuing to show, you know, why the Raiders drafted him and why he was a consensus number 2 overall running back in this draft that we got in the 4th round. Game ball to, the entire secondary as a group. They all bounced back, from, that terrible game against Arizona where I think the quarterback started like 13 or something crazy, dude. Defense bounced back, looked extremely good, credit to all those guys. And big credit, to like I said, I already mentioned Aiden, but that's probably where most of my game balls going to Aiden. So I'm not going to I give away a million game balls, right? I can get a little overly optimistic, but Aiden gets one. Clint Kubiak gets one for his first win. And then, like I said, the defense, bro, the secondary and the pass rush in the second half gets a game ball from me. Nutty Raider Nate, you got game balls to give out? Chat, you guys can give in your game balls too before we get out of here.
I got a couple under the radar guys. I don't know about game balls, but I think some like honorable mentions for me. I'm gonna go with Ian Thomas, the third tight end, I believe. He made some key blocks in the game. You can tell he's out there. He's focused. I like what he's bringing to the table this year. And another one I think really under the radar, Dalton Wagner. He made some key blocks in the last drive for that game-winning drive against that got Aiden O'Connell that win. If you watch him on that series, he's out there just punking these dudes. So I know it's like the backups of the backups, and it's like his 4th or 5th year, but he's definitely improved. His pass protection, his rim blocking has always been.
Who were you talking about? I'm sorry. I had a brain fart.
Dalton Wagner.
Oh yeah, Dalton Wagner. Yeah, bro. No, I like Dalton Wagner. We drafted him a few years ago. My bad. Go ahead. You there? Did we lose Nutty Raider Nate? I think we may have lost Nutty Raider Nate. All right, so we got some game balls in the chat. Let's see, we got game balls. So Leke is giving Cian Sloan a game ball. Let's see. Do I see the Raiders winning preseason week 3? I don't know, bro, to be honest. Like it's hard to call preseason games. Of course, it's a civil rivalry between Raider fans and Niner fans. I hope we win the game, but it's really hard to determine or predict a preseason game is what I'm trying to say. I'm excited to see Fernando Mendoza go up against, a Raiders or a Niners defense. That's going to be another one in defense that's extremely well coached. So that's the main thing I'm excited forward to in that Niners game. Can't give you a judgment, but I just want to come out with no injuries and continue to see Fernando Mendoza development. So Chewy, my brother Jess, said Washington's getting a game ball. James Firpo said game balls going to Aiden O'Connell for the win. Alpha Costi said Dalton Wagner did do his thing in that last quarter. Jeff also agrees on Dalton Wagner, so shout out to Nutty Raider Nate calling out the Dalton Wagner shit. Like I said, people who know ball, especially my brother Nutty Raider Nate in the trenches. So if you guys aren't already following him, man, check out the Loaded Box, man. The trenches live. Alpha Costi said last 2 to 3 series sealed all of his assignments in the pass protection and blasted fools in the run. Yeah, he looked good, bro. Yeah, 2023 undrafted Dalton Wagner. Yeah, facts, gang. Shouts to Clark. They're also letting us know in the chat. Jay Money said, I give a game ball to Johnson, who made that catch at the end of the game. Also I forgot about, bro, was fucking I forgot my train of thought is what it is. What up, Little Dallas? Shout out to Jay. He said Patrick Johnson gets one. Yeah, pass rusher. Back-to-back games where he's had a sack. Patrick Johnson's been extremely hey, back-to-back games, bro, where he's gotten a sack, gang, and he's been extremely what's the word I was looking for? He's been disruptive. Patrick Johnson's definitely been disruptive. Him and Cian Sloan. Raider Jeff says game ball to Noah Brown for all those great catches in Paul's mind. Afakasi said Lauby looked good. I'm glad he's making a mark to push forward in the depth spot. Yeah, I mean, I like Lauby, dude. Like, I obviously have my biggest issues with Lauby has always been his ball control concerns. You know, on top of the fact that Raiders, every time we draft a player, they always try to compare him to a great running back. They're like, oh, the Raiders got the next Christian McCaffrey with Dylan Laube. I don't like that shit. You know, but outside of that, you know, if Dylan Laube can find a way to hold on to the ball and not fumble, he can continue to run the ball and get positive yards. I'm all for it, bro. Shout out to Hugo, bro. Yeah, the Raiders won a preseason game. All eyes says Laube gets cut for the touchdown celebration. All right, Dyrti, we're caught up with the chat, bro. You guys can once again give us game balls if you haven't given your game ball already. Dyrti, you got game balls for the time for last night's game?
So I'm not giving out game balls this year.
You don't get shit, goddammit.
What I will do, I'm giving out the Grand Camino Award.
Oh, nice. What's this?
I'm giving out the Grand Camino Award. There'll be 3 given out every show. You know what I mean? It's silver and black bottom. So the first one's going to go to AOC.
Type shit.
First bottle's going to go to AOC for all of what he did yesterday. Starting the game off terrible, bouncing back, game-winning drive. Got to give AOC the Grand Camino Award. Next player to get this Grand Camino Award is going to be Mike Washington.
Type shit.
Jr. gets the Grand Camino Award. His play yesterday, his ability to read lanes, his ability to not go down on first tackles, his ability to get bunched up and still find a way to break out was truly sensational, man. It is definitely deserving of the Grand Camino Tequila Award. And then the third one is going to go to the second half defensive front. That second half defensive front, they did their thing. They all deserve individually, but I can only give them one bottle of the Grand Camino Tequila Award. Those are my awards for the night.
There it is. There it is. My brother Dyrti, man, killing it all. Killing it as always, man. Introducing. You feel me? He said, I don't give a game ball.
This old school right here. This old school right here.
That's Charles Woodson.
That Woodson right there. You see them pack this old school. This ain't no slouch right here. This old school.
I bet you fire one. I ain't gonna lie. Hey, chat, man. W or L in the chat tonight for the show. Great show tonight, man. You feel me? Dyrti. Shout out to my brother Nutty Raider Nate, man. Loaded Box, Natural Born Raider, Silver and Black Lounge. Check us out on Spotify. Shout out to my brother Dyrti, man. Got us locked in on Spotify, man. So if you guys want to check out the audio version, you feel me? Check us out on Spotify. Leave us a review on Spotify, man. Leave it 5 stars. What else would you leave? The Silver and Black Lounge, the Natural Born Raider podcast, and the Loaded Box, but 5 stars. You feel me? We don't do shit but 5 stars out here. Outside of that, Dyrti, we probably gonna be back on in a couple of days. You got anything for us on the way out? Doing any shows, anything like that?
No, I'm off for the weekend.
Black Saturday tomorrow.
I'll be back. We'll see where I'm at, but yeah, I mean.
Oh no, I mean, figure you live your life, gang. But I'll be back tomorrow for Shelly.
Nah, he said the link for Spotify doesn't work. What do you search to find it? The Silver and Black Lounge. Just type in the Silver and Black Lounge. A picture of me, Nutty Raider Nate, and RaiderBen will pop up. You'll recognize it. I guarantee you will recognize it when you see us. But it's under the Silver and Black Lounge, not just Silver and Black Lounge. You know what I mean? The Silver and Black.
Yeah, I don't know, Dyrti. I tried to look at it earlier, and I don't know if it glitched. So maybe you can check it. I don't know if it was tripping out. I know it was kind of tripping out on me earlier too. I don't know what happened.
A lot of internet shit been going on.
Yeah, we'll check it out though. But it did like Dyrti said, bro. Just look up the Silver and Black Lounge on Spotify. It should be there. But I'll be back on tomorrow, Dyrti. Outside of that, you got any like I said, any final takes on the Raiders or anything like that?
Hold on. I'm checking right now to make sure. Oh, yeah. It did this shit to me yesterday, too. Hold on.
Yeah, it was bugging.
So here we go. I got it.
Look, Dyrti trying to figure it out live on stream right now, bro. That's what you call hard work and dedication, you son of a bitch. We're doing it right now on the live stream. He's trying to figure it out. Like, there it is right there. I think Afakasi figured it out. Like, there it is.
Yep.
The Silver and Black Lounge on Spotify, chat.
Yep.
So for y'all, man, like I said, go leave us a review. You feel me? I know a lot of you guys catch these streams live, but shit, y'all go over a lot of people don't, bro. A lot of people they check out these podcasts. You feel me? You guys go over there and leave us a 5-star review. It's gonna help, push us out to, a more extensive audience. Because like I said, bro, all of you guys that catch live shows, there's a lot of people that don't, bro. There's an entire, group of people, an entire portion of Raider Nation that just tunes into the podcast. So like I said, shout out to Alfredo. I did see Alfredo. He went over there and left us a 5-star review. And Alfredo, said, I love what these guys are doing. I don't know verbatim, but shout out to Alfredo, dude. You get a fucking shout out. Alfredo's the first person to leave us a 5-star review and a comment, man. Like I said, 5-star reviews and the comment. Push the Silver and Black Lounge, Natural Born Raiders podcast, Loaded Box on all your favorite podcasting platforms.
And we respond to everything over there just like we do here.
Yeah, so y'all leave comments because Dyrti already tapped in with Alfredo in the comments, man. So he's over there tapped in with all of you guys, man. We will continue to stay interactive with our audience, man. And we're 1 member away from 60 members, chat. So remember, if I hit 60 members by the end of August, we have 9 days. We're on the final week. I'm giving away 3 NFL jerseys. 2 NFL jerseys are already locked in. So all you members that are currently in here, you guys got a jersey already. Your name is on the board as well. Shout out to Jeff for dropping a membership tonight. Also, shout out to Aunt Six and Jeff for also dropping super chats tonight, man. Those super chats allow us to provide more content and also give you guys more membership giveaways and things of the sort. So, as always, man, myself, Dyrti Raider, Nutty Raider Nate, man, this has been the Just Win Baby podcast brought to you by the Silver and Black Lounge, the Natural Born Raider podcast, and the Loaded Box Entertainment. So, as always,
make sure you sign up over there, join the membership on my channel as well.
Yeah,
get yourself entered for cash. Get yourself entered for some cash money every month.
So we giving away jerseys over here. Dyrti's membership program, they giving away cash money, bro. And look, there it is. Jay, bro. Jay got it. We got a membership. Shout out to fucking Jeff, gang. Shout out to fucking Jeff, bro. That alert about to come in, bro. Fucking Jeff got us to fucking 60. That's 60, chat. That's 60. That's 60 members, chat. I gave out some gifted memberships as well. Shout out to Jeff. He's gifted away some memberships. D-Mokes. Bro, we just hit 60 members live. Jay, Raider Jay, you just got your name on the Silver and Black Lounge Founders Board. You also just got yourself entered into the Raiders jersey giveaway at the end of August, man. So shout out to Jeff, bro. Once again, that's my brother. I can't wait to meet you in LA here in about 4 weeks. Raider Jeff is going to be in LA. You're going to link up with myself, Dyrti, and all of us, bro. It's going to be great. And then Jay just gifted out a membership too, bro. He said he gave it back, bro. He gave the shit back in blood, bro. Shout out to Raider Jay. He just gifted a membership. And of course it went to a fucking Niner fan. Fuck you, Hugo. I love Hugo. Just got a fucking membership, dude. A fucking Niner fan, dude. Shout out to Raider Rich. Hey, Hugo, you just got your fucking name entered into a fucking giveaway, and I know you're probably gonna pick a Niner jersey. He said, "Hey, somebody in Twitch said, how about new?" Hey, gang.
I will be at the game, but I will not be at the game. If that make any sense to anybody, I will be at the game, but I'll
be at the game, but not at the game neither. We do our own little shit. I mean, I don't know too many people in LA. We got our group of people that we link up the night before the game. before the game and after the game. So
I'm gonna
like
be looking for tailgates the whole time. So I'm gonna be outside the game with the camera, and I'm gonna be pulling up on people watching the games from their tailgates in the parking lot.
I got a super chat, bro. Raider Rich, bro. Before we get out of here, gang.
At Raider Rich 89 donated $1.99 through super chat. What impressed you the most out of the Texans game?
My brother Raider Rich coming in. He's like that late night customer. You know what I'm saying? If you've ever worked in retail, he's like, all right, bro, I need to grab a product before y'all close, man. I can't close the door on you, Raider Rich. Love you, brother. He said, what impressed you the most the Texans game? Mike Washington, the running game as a whole, and the defense, rather it been the secondary or the defensive front. Overall was my biggest standout of the game, on top of obviously Aiden O'Connell. You want to answer that super chat, Dyrti, before we get out of here? What impressed you the most?
Second half defensive front. The second half defensive front that impressed me the most.
Yes. That's why, like I said, the 19-0 shutout in the second half, I think really stands out the most, and that's credit to the defense. As much as Aiden O'Connell looked good in that last drive, and it was 96 yards, and we executed to perfection and won the game. That wouldn't have been possible without the fucking defense holding the fucking Texans to a goose egg. All right, Dyrti, love you, brother. I'll probably see you in a couple of days. If you're free tomorrow, bro, slide through. If not, man, have safe travels, man. Drive safe out there, bro, and chat. You guys know what time it is. Tell them what time it is, Dyrti.
50 billion things on the face of the planet you could be doing. The fact that you allowed us to grace your screen for any amount of time is greatly appreciated, more than we can verbally express. Y'all have a safe and blessed night.
Peace out. For the cheapest and safest Madden 27 coins and coins across all video games, check out MMOEXP.com. Use code THELOUNGE for 8% off. Thank you, MMOEXP, for sponsoring today's stream.
They didn't have to say much. This is the Raiders. This is one of the most historic franchises in the NFL with a great history that I want to be a part of. I want to be a part of furthering that history. When you say commitment to excellence, okay, and you look at the walls around here, and you look at the players on the
love all of you guys, man. Take care of yourselves, man. Silver and Black Lounge, RaiderBen, Raider Nate, Raider.
And that's
yo, man. And with all this situation, all this shit I went through, the biggest thing that I took from it is I don't give a what everybody has to say. Truly, I really don't give a.
Play clock down to 1. Williams batted up in the air, and it is picked. Crosby. He has been a beast.
We do believe that this is a game psychologically of intimidation and of fear. I don't mean cowardly fear, but fear.
But the Chargers and all those teams. No, to be honest, I don't like any of them. I hate all teams.
The other team's quarterback must go down, and he must go down hard.
But the Chargers.
What I call the vertical game. We were going to stretch the field vertically. When we came out of the huddle, we weren't looking for first downs. We didn't want to move the chains. We wanted touchdowns. We wanted the big play, the quick strike. It's number one to say you want to do that. It's number two to say that you have the players to do it, but it's number three to do it. Hard. Try not to make mistakes, but don't worry about mistakes because there's only one thing that counts. Just win.
Your commitment to excellence and your will to win